Hey everyone, I'm Ms.Murray, and welcome to Wondering Wednesday. Today's segment is going to be So You Want to Be a ... where we interview someone that is in a really interesting career. So when people ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? You might have some ideas because of some cool people we've talked to right here. So today I'm interviewing Andrew, who is a lawyer at the Federal Communications Commission. He works in the video division, which regulates broadcast television. We are going to talk a little bit about what it is like being a lawyer and how there are many different types of lawyers. So let's get to the interview. Hey everybody, and welcome to Wondering Wednesday. We are here with Andrew, who is a lawyer, who's going to talk to us a little bit about what that job is like. Thank you for being here, Andrew.
Thanks for having me, Ms. Murray, and hello everybody.
Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and jump right into our questions. So, what inspired you to become a lawyer?
So, two things. First of all, I really like researching and writing and problem solving, and you do a lot of that as a lawyer. You take facts in the real world and then do research and then try to apply it in writing. That's a lot of what you do. And then another thing that inspired me is before I was a lawyer, I worked as a paralegal, which is like a lawyer's assistant, and you don't need a law degree to do it. And I worked on a case where we sued banks for actions that they took during the 2008 financial crisis. And we won a lot of money on behalf of the federal government. And it was really, really rewarding and a good way to give back to society while using your brain.
It's very cool. So I'm trying to think of a way to word this. So the type of lawyer everybody probably thinks about is somebody that's in a courtroom and stuff. So is that not the type of lawyer that you are, or how does that all work?
Yes. So there's all sorts of lawyers. So you do have the lawyer that goes to court a lot, but that's probably the exception. There's a ton of lawyers who will never go to court and who maybe are a little shy, but they just like to research, they like to think, they like to write. So, for example, I work at the FCC in the federal government, and there are lawyers at the FCC who will go to court, but I'll probably never go to court if I stay there for my entire career. The most public speaking I'll do is I'll give a presentation to my coworkers or other people in the government. But most of what I do is just a lot of working with others and creative problem solving and writing on a daily basis. But if you do like to get up and speak in public, and maybe you don't like to write, there are lawyers who don't do a lot of writing and they go to court every day and they do a lot of public speaking. So really, you don't have to be very, very outgoing. You can be shyer, but also if you do like public speaking, there's jobs there for you to do as well. So it's really a diverse set of things you can do as a lawyer.
That's something I didn't know. I always thought, watching those Law and Order shows on TV and stuff, that's all that a lawyer does, but it seems like there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite part of being a lawyer?
My favorite part is it's a way that you can positively impact the world using your brain, especially when you work for the federal government. You have a public mission and it's very, very rewarding. And then the other favorite thing about being a lawyer is I love problem solving. And when you're a lawyer, so I work at the FCC, but if you're a lawyer and your client is a supermarket and someone trips and falls in the supermarket, you have to take the story and then you have to think about the facts and then you research law about what's been done in that before when someone else tripped in a supermarket. Can the supermarket get sued? And then you problem solve that, and then most of the time you put it into writing form, and it's just really rewarding and a lot of fun.
Well, problem solving is a skill that we try to make sure our kids have. So if they like that, then this would be a good job for them.
Definitely. My understanding is that Ms. Murray teaches you all literature. So you can't study law when you're in 6th grade, but if you take a lot of literature classes, you like to read, and you think you're good at it, you like to write, maybe you like to do theater. All those are the sorts of skills that you need as a lawyer.
Well, I'm glad you're here to tell them all that, because I'm sure there's a couple of like, I don't want to be a lawyer because they think of what they see on TV, but in reality, they actually do have the skill set and you could do this. So,
yeah.
What's your least favorite part of this? We all have a least favorite part of our job.
So I really like my job, especially now that I work for the federal government. It's so rewarding. So I actually look forward to going to work every day. And sometimes I don't want to stop because it's just really rewarding and fun. But when you are a lawyer, I guess one thing, and it depends on the type of lawyer you are, but there are sometimes deadlines that are very tight. So you sometimes have to work a longer day, and it can be a little stressful if you have to write a large paper in a short amount of time. So that can be stressful. And I think lots of lawyers would say at times they can be stressful, but
yeah, deadlines can be not that fun.
yeah. And they're really important when you're a lawyer. You absolutely can't miss them. It depends on what case you're on, but if you're a lawyer and you're representing a client and you miss a deadline, the court doesn't care that it's your fault and not the client's. Your client is the one who's going to be impacted, so you just can't miss deadlines.
So that's important for why we make you guys get your homework in on time, because these jobs do have deadlines. So you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I didn't appreciate how important deadlines were, and my teachers would always say you have to meet the deadline, and I didn't understand until I was older that they were just trying to teach me a really, really important life skill. So
yeah, stay on task and get what you got to get done. So speaking of school, what kind of training, degrees, schooling did you have to go through in order to get the job you have?
Sure. So if you want to work in the legal industry, you don't necessarily need a law degree. So you could work as a legal assistant or a paralegal. And to do that, you normally need a 4-year college degree. But to be a lawyer, you have to get a 4-year college degree. And then you take an exam called the LSAT, which is like a logic exam. And then you apply to law school, and then law school is 3 years. So it's 7 years total. It seems like a lot, but it's actually not that bad. And then you have a lot of opportunities after you graduate. And I'll actually say 3 of the most fun years of my life were when I was in law school. So if you're looking at it, and I didn't like school that much growing up, but when you get older, it's a little different because you get to focus on something that you're really, really passionate about, where when you're younger, it's important that you do a broad variety so you have basic skills that you can then move on to more advanced things. But the 3 years of law school were probably 3 of the best years of my life. So don't be intimidated by 7 years of school. It was so much fun, and I'll never regret it. I made some of my best friends ever. So it's really great. I recommend it.
I think when they hear how long it takes to become one of these really great professions, they get a little scared off. But I have to say, too, becoming a teacher, I had to take those extra 2 years of grad school for myself. Best years of school ever. Because you really are focused on something you really enjoy and you really like. So, yes. Okay, so this is the final question of our sort of the ones about your job, and that is, what advice do you have for any aspiring lawyers out there?
So if you want to be a lawyer, for right now, the advice would be take as many literature classes as you can, write as much as you can, read. If you don't like to write, read as much as you can, because that's going to develop the skills that you need to succeed as a lawyer. So you're going to develop strong reading skills, strong writing skills, strong problem solving skills, you need to be able to synthesize written information. So reading, writing, theater, all these sorts of things that maybe don't seem like they're related to being a lawyer, they totally are, because they develop the skills that you use every day as a lawyer. So growing up, I really enjoyed literature classes. Those were my favorite. And I also did theater, which the part I liked about theater was the literature-oriented part where you read the script and you interpret it. And that is a lot of fun, but it's directly applicable to what you do as a lawyer every day. Just as a lawyer, instead of reading a script, you're reading like a case.
Okay, so there we go. There we have it. So you want to have some fun now?
Yeah, sure.
Even more fun, hopefully?
Yeah.
Now we're jumping into our life.
Talking about law is fun, so.
Well, I'm learning so much, so I really appreciate you helping me learn and help all of our viewers out there learn, my students learn. So now we have our lightning round, which is 10 questions. I'm just going to say them, and you say the first thing that pops in your head.
Sure.
Okay? So here we go. If you could visit any place in the world, where would it be?
Iceland. It just looks really pretty, and I love cold weather, so Iceland.
Okay. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
It would be being able to snap my fingers and make someone happy, because you just made them happy. And then it'd also be helpful if you're like friends feeling sad. You can just snap your fingers and make them happy.
I like that one. I like that one a lot. Okay. Favorite superhero?
Deadpool.
Okay.
He's
Favorite-
funny. His heart's in the right place, even though sometimes he doesn't act as appropriately as he should. But he's definitely my favorite.
Yeah, he can be a little inappropriate, but he does have a big heart. Okay. Favorite movie?
This is a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with the Harry Potter series. I watch it all the time, but you do have to read the books too, because the books are even better. But if I'm ever stressed out or had a bad day, I just watch Harry Potter, and it makes me feel really happy.
Yes, they're not the best, but they are really good to watch. Okay. Favorite song?
Anything by Dave Matthews Band. I don't know how many of you all listen to Dave Matthews Band. It's an older band, but it's really great. I like it.
Well, now they can use their YouTube skills and look it up. Cartoon character. Favorite cartoon character?
So I'm gonna go with comic strip. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sherman's Lagoon, the one with the little shark. I don't know if you've seen it. It's in the Washington Post. It's really funny. I think most of the time it's clever, so you all should look it up. Sherman's Lagoon is great.
Got it. Favorite animal?
Cliche. I'm gonna go with dogs. I have a mini Australian Shepherd, and she's my life, so I just love dogs.
Yes, yeah, your dog is. Okay, favorite food?
Grilled cheese. There's nothing like a nice homemade grilled cheese, and you can even try to make homemade tomato soup with it. It's delicious. Or blueberry cobbler is my favorite dessert.
Okay. Favorite drink?
Ginger ale.
Okay.
Ginger ale, especially in the summer. I guess if it was winter, I'd probably say something like a peppermint mocha or something. But for now, ginger ale.
You can't go wrong with peppermint mocha either.
Yeah.
Okay, and finally, what's your favorite emoji?
My favorite emoji is the shrug emoji. Not like, it's not a picture one, it's actually just like the characters. So you have like the hyphen, the slash, underscore, parentheses, quotation mark. I think it's another parentheses and then a parentheses, and then like you have the both arms. Maybe you can put it up on the thing. I don't know.
Okay, I'll look it up and I'll put it up there.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think so. I'll have to look that one
To
up.
you.
Okay, so that's all I have for you today. I want to thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you all.
I hope you had fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. See you later. And if any of you all have questions about being a lawyer, just ask Ms. Murray for my contact information.
Yes, definitely do that. Okay, guys, I'll see you
See you
later.
later. Bye.
Bye.